Hello guys, welcome to Cognitive Hub. First and foremost thing that I wanted to do is I want to thank you all for watching all my videos. Hope my lectures are helping you out to learn new and interesting things in your respective technologies. I am also posting in the channel communities like a few interview questions as well as few certification questions that are related to talent, and in the coming season I am going to in the coming weeks I am also going to upload few videos related to SQL and something like big data and Python. So keep following my channel and please vote please do participate in the polls as well and learn the new things. And finally, if you are new to my channel, please do share this video to your peers who are learning and comment down whether you need any new info related to this video. And finally, subscribe to my channel. Now it's time to get into main video.
Okay guys, in this video what I am doing is I am going to explain about the difference between the where clause as well as the having clause. So what is the exact main difference between where and having, because I am getting a lot of questions through my comments as well as through my LinkedIn, like what is the main difference between where as well as in the having, and most of the guys have know about these two, like the difference between these two, but a few people don't know about this, and most of these guys are failing about these questions in the interviews as well. Suppose if they are asking something to do with the having, like if the interviewer is asking something to write a query using the having clause and all, but they, instead of using the having query, they are writing it with a where query, and they are asking me what is the difference between where and having. So that is the main reason why I am doing this video today. So what I am what I am doing is, so in the here we don't have anything. Okay, names. So I'm just creating this schema. We don't have anything named as where versus having table, so I'm just creating it now. Oh, I think it is already there. Just now I will drop it, drop table. So if you want more SQL comments, you can go through my SQL lectures and have a look into that. So I am running this. I just created the schema now. So I want to enter this data into the table once, and then later on I want to explain you about what is the difference between where and having through the queries what I can write. And I am running this each and every query. It is so, oh sorry, it is not the syntax. Values, 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 values. I am running this. So I am running each and every query. Insert query. Once this is done, yeah, this is done. So now I am writing select star from where versus having. I am running this now. So this is the data that we have in the table right now. So now what I want to do is, I want to know the information about the people who purchased greater than 30,000, who purchased the product greater than 30,000. So how you can do that is, so I am repeating the question again. I want to know the people, or I want to know the persons who purchased a product more than of price 30,000. So for that what I am doing is select star from where versus having. So this is the main query. I am writing the where condition here, where price. So basically where price is greater than 30,000. If I run this, so we are having only the, if you observe the price value here, we are getting only the values, price value is greater than 30. So 30,000, and if it is less than 30,000, it is not throwing any output there, but the actual input here is, this is the actual data in the database is these things. So if you observe the output, we are getting only these 45,000, 36,000 and 50,000, because these are the values which are having greater than 30,000. So basically where you are going to use the where condition, where clause is, so suppose among the complete table, if someone is asking you to check for some column or asking you to check for multiple conditions on a different columns without doing any computations on the particular table values, then you need to use the where clause. Like suppose if they are asking something known as where some names start ends with ESH, then you can write like ESH. If you observe the names here, every name like Mahesh and Rajesh are the two only names which are ending with ESH, but those values are total values are 4 records here, but only the other than 2 records are Kumar. So like that, if they are asking you to give some information based upon the complete table without doing any computation, then you need to use the where clause. But where you are going to use the having clause. So suppose in the same condition, what I want is, I want to know the information about the people who purchased, like on aggregation, who purchased more than 50,000 or more than, yeah, just 50,000. So what they are asking was, we have total number of, like for suppose if you consider these 2 records, Mahesh purchased 2 items here, OnePlus Mobile and Butterfly Mixture. So both one is 45,000 and another one is 4,000. So overall it is 49,000. Similarly for Rajesh, he purchased a refrigerator and oven. One is 36,000 and another one is 5,000. So total 41,000. Similarly Kumar, he purchased one cot and one TV. That is total 65,000. That means only we have one value which is like the overall price is greater than 50,000. So that is the information that the final interviewer wants or some user wants. So how you are going to do that is, you can't able to write like if you write here where price is greater than 50,000, then you can't get the output what you need exactly. So in such cases what you need to do is, you need to combine the price values based upon the common values what you are doing. That is where we are having the group by and aggregations and all. So how we can do the group by is, select star from, or yeah, select star from where versus having, group by. So here what are the on what basis we need to do group by? On the basis of names. That means we have names as a column here, everything is unique, ID has a different value, purchased product is also a different value. So if you consider the names, based on the names he purchased 2 products here. So again based on the name Rajesh, he purchased 2 products. Based on the name Kumar, he purchased 2 products. So I want to group by based on name and I want to aggregate price value. So group by names, and what I want to do is having sum of price value is greater than 50,000. So here what I want to do is, I want to give names and sum of price. So if you write this, what we are getting is, I am running this. So if you observe this, only the sum of price is greater than 50,000. We have only one value here, that is Kumar is only the person who purchased 2 values like TV and cot with a values of 50,000 and 15,000 respectively. So the overall cost is 65,000. So that is why this is the only one person. He is the only one person who purchased more than 50,000 in like based upon the data that we have in the table. So like this. So if someone is asking you to identify what is the total cost like spent by all the people on something like TV or something like based upon each item, then you can do group by based upon the items list, like products list, and you can compute the sum of price as well. And you can do is what is the total number of what you can also identify what are the total products purchased by that particular man as well by using count star here. Using count star, if I run this, yeah, so if you observe this, Kumar purchased 2 products of count of overall sum of 65,000. So if I remove this, what you will be getting is, you will be getting all the values. So the Rajesh overall spent is 41,000 and he purchased total 2 products. Similarly for Mahesh, the total value is 49,000 and he purchased two more products. Similarly Kumar, the total value is 65,000, he purchased two products. So this is the overall value. So if you identify these two tables, so this is little bit different. So this is the actual table. Using this you can't identify, like if it is a simple data, so you can identify by just seeing it over, but if you have millions of records, then you can't able to identify that. So in such cases, using this group wise and having will give you the better results and aggregated results, which is useful in the further intelligence, like further doing analysis. So this is the final analyzed value. So this is the where this is the place where you are going to use the having condition. Suppose after doing after doing some aggregations, if you want to do some if you want to apply some conditions, you are going to use the having clause, and if you want to apply the conditions on a complete table, the initial table what you have in the database, you need to use the where clause. So that is the main difference between the where and having. So that is all for this video guys. Thank you for watching.